Well, guys, looks like we might be getting a couple of pretty decent SBCs here. We've got a nice defender player pick between two pretty popular defenders, honestly, that we'll go and talk about. One being in La Liga and one being in the Premier League to kind of give you a little hint as to what's to come. We've got that plus end of an eras. Looks like end of an eras are coming out, so we could be seeing some interesting selling points here for the market. The rebound staying about what it was yesterday. Really, the market's not moving too much from yesterday's video. We have the official stats for Ratings Reload Team 2, and we also have like an EA controversy once again, more evolution stuff. We had a leaked Evo today that EA actually leaked themselves that people were pretty hyped up about because it's pretty decent, or it seems decent on the outside looking in. But now that we got the requirements leaked for it, you can guess not quite as good as we thought it might be. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the top of the description. They're the safest and the cheapest option, and you can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. But thank you all for watching, of course. I appreciate every single one of you, and we'll open this hero pack at the end of the video today. I'm sorry to bait you all into more watch time, but hopefully we get something good out of it. And also, Florian Thauvin came out today, guys, for content stuff. If you guys have used Thauvin, please tell me how much you've liked him. Technical and 89 dribbling, I really think is going to make him at least good. Like, he's going to be at least a pretty good cam. So if you guys have used him at cam or at striker, please let me and us know how much you've liked him. Also, kind of crazy that Florian Thauvin is like playing for France right now and in great form considering his career arc, which I always love those career arcs of like guys who were post-hype sleepers. In fantasy football, that's what it's called, post-hype sleepers. I feel like Thauvin is one of them. And also evolutions, guys. Evolutions, man, what a time right now evos are. And I saw some comments yesterday, people saying like, I'm just evoing my silvers and they're actually getting good stat upgrades. I actually don't mind that. That's not a bad idea. You might have some great evolutions right now that you can put into this new silver tournament that comes out in what, tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow the silver tournament begins. Not a bad idea, honestly, because this one was actually leaked prior to content time today, and there were some leakers saying like, hey, Jeremy Doku, go and buy him now. Crazy evo, great stat upgrades. His price went ridiculous. I luckily already had Doku. I bought him for the gauntlet, and the upgrades Doku got in this evo, by the way, guys, if you didn't see this, Doku goes from 87 dribbling and 91 pace with 71 shooting to 91 pace, 71 shooting, 88 dribbling. So +1 dribbling, basically getting +5 ball control and getting an inside forward plus roll at the right mid spot. And that is it. So, yeah, the leakers right now are leaking, like, I think we had the Pogba Evo leak that people were saying, oh my God, go buy Pogba. He's going to be a great Evo chain. People said, go buy Doku. Just don't listen to these leakers right now, guys. Just don't listen to them, okay? They're trying to make money. They're trying to get their players or their users in their Discords to make coins so that they come back next month and pay them the extra $6, whatever the hell it is, to come back next month. I can't hate the hustle, but just be aware that that's what's happening, okay? Just beware of these leakers hyping up evolutions right now, because this is what we're getting. We're getting these types of evos that are not worthy of being hyped up. But okay, hey, take a look at this right here. We have a leaked card design added to come, and it's the end of an era design. And I'm gonna assume at this point an end of an era card's coming out in the next just few days, probably. The last few years, it was just a couple days before the first end of an era card coming out. And if you guys don't know, right now, 2 players that are pretty popular in the MLS have retired. Well, I mean, obviously, they're not MLS players. I mean, they're literally MLS players, but they're not MLS players, obviously. But Sergio Busquets retired, and so did Jordi Alba. Could we be seeing an end of an era of one of these two? I mean, we obviously should, considering how good they've been. I mean, they're both pretty much Barcelona legends, but don't know who this could be. You know, if there's anybody else that's retired recently, let me know in the comments. There's women's players too that could be in here that we just, you know, wouldn't be able to guess, right? But Busquets and Alba are 2 players that could definitely be in here. And also the card design looks great. I mean, it looks pretty awesome, actually. But yeah, this was added here, plus this new player pick that we'll go and just take a look at right now. We've got this. So player pick official stats. He leaked this player pick between Calafiori and Housen, like, I want to say a few hours before this. So this next tweet here is the official stats. And this is a pretty great player pick, actually. Calafiori, center back plus left back, right? You would assume they're 80 pace, 82 dribbling, 85 defending, 86 physical. Dean Housen, 78 pace, 87 defending, 83 physical, and he's like 6'5", 5, whatever the hell he is, plus 5-star weak foot. This is a pretty great player pick SBC. No playstyle pluses here, but great card stats, and this is going to affect the center back market. It's already going down right now. I'm just warning you, if you have a center back right now, I would not hold on to it, especially a Real Madrid center back, any kind of Prem center back that might help with Calafiori links. No, do not hold on to those cards right now. I'd sell them into the panic. I genuinely would. There's a chance, however, that this ends up being like some sort of reward of some kind, of a cup or something. I would doubt that, which in that case, the selling is kind of unwarranted. I guess this is going to be an SBC that will be in the SBC section, which obviously, I don't know why I said that. But yeah, Dean Howson played for me way better than his stats suggested. I used him, I think, in the first like few days of the game, right? Whenever he was kind of in the starter meta here, and he's dead discard now, but he's like what is he? Yes, he's 6'6". Okay, so even taller actually than I thought he was. He's got aerial fortress, slide tackle, block, long ball. Play styles are kind of okay, but he felt like really big. He felt big, and when players would explode in tight spaces, he was protection for that. Joao Pedro as well. SBC official stats here. This is confirmed to be an SBC. Once again, pretty nice card here. 85 pace, 86 shot, 87 dribbling. It's nothing too crazy, but this is definitely a pretty good card here. Chelsea fans already had to change 3 layers of clothing because they saw this SBC, and that's okay, right? If I saw an Openda SBC, I would equally have to change as many layers of clothing. But Joao Pedro's play styles, if you guys don't know what his base card looks like, because right now looking at base cards with play styles actually does kind of give us a little hint as to what he'll look like. And right now Joao Pedro has rapid and that's it. So if I had to guess, they'll add 1 or 2 more in here, but the play styles shouldn't be too great on this card, unfortunately. But anyway, point is, another nice SBC though. That is potentially a lot of pretty decent SBCs coming out over a week that we kind of didn't expect it, honestly. Now there's gonna be a team 2 kind of thing where Joao Pedro is on Friday and End of an Era's come out like next Monday or something like that. It might be a while still. Same with that center back player pick. That might not be till like this Friday, like we talked about. Might be a day or 2, but I'm actually kind of okay with selling cards that link to these SBCs. A Prem striker, could they go down? Maybe. They actually kind of could. Same with La Liga center backs and Prem center backs too. They could drop actually. So just keep that in mind here as we see these SBCs, because they're decent actually, and they're kind of a random week to get decent SBCs, but that's what we're getting here. And also, League and Player of the Month, guys, the schedule was wrong about that. So we go and look right now actually. This is why we say it's always a tentative schedule with flashbang warning. I'm so sorry, by the way. It's always a tentative schedule. The Player of the Month tracker here on FIFA U Team, I think it's like the 21st, I want to say, actually, was the date. Okay, they changed it. So yeah, it's the 15th now. It wasn't the 15th before. It was like the 20th or something like that, or 19th maybe. It was now the 15th. So it's always tentative. The other 4 were correct. I think Bundesliga was right, Serie A was right, Premier League was right, and so was Liga F. Liga F was right too, but Liga 1 was not correct. So there's always times when this might be wrong. If you guys have watched for a while and you guys are familiar with this tracker, we look at that quite often. And never mind, actually, Joao Pedro, AC says, is Friday. So there you go. That's there's your answer to that question. I wonder where that pick is going to be then. It's not Friday. I do wonder what the plan is with that. Will that be a reward of some kind, or will that be an actual SBC? But because they are such like popular players, I would doubt there'll be rewards. EA wants to sell popular players and SBCs like that. That's what they want to do. So I would doubt that. But okay, official stats right here, guys. Official stats on all the ratings reload team 2. We have got Shaw. Shaw's in the team in this card, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you right now. You get L2 with her, low driven plus, 85 pace, not clunky, good physical. Really underrated beast. Every team in season Shaw is always great. Mad underrated. Watch out for her. KDB is in here, incisive plus now instead of whipped, which is nice to see. Lionel Messi, finesse plus. This one you might not be able to afford, honestly. Probably a great card in game. Kenan Yildiz, let's hold it together here. This card looks unreal. I guarantee was going to be insane. Okay, that Yildiz card, don't even get me started. We got Doué Quick Step Plus on Desiree Doué, which people do not like Quick Step Plus. I think it's fine. It's worse than last year, though. I think Rapid's better this year. it seems so far. We'll see as time goes on, but it does seem that way. Zabazlai has Dead Ball Plus, but nice stats there. Lauren James with no playstyle plus, I guess. I don't know what the hell that graphic is. I think she has Trickster, right? Lauren James has always had Trickster, or am I wrong about that? Or is she, that's her brother. That is not Lauren James. That's Reese James. She's got never mind, Rapid Plus. Am I an idiot? I might be an idiot. I'm assuming then she'll have Rapid Plus as well. So that's a pretty good card, actually. 90 pace, 89 dribbling. Nice card. Grimaldo, Rapid. Perfect 3-5-2 card right there. Not giving you any ideas, but perfect 3-5-2 card. Lenny Yoro, really nice card there for him. Anthony makes it in the team. Okay. 87 pace, 86 dribbling, 5-star skills, of course. 1-star weak foot. We'll see if they upgrade that weak foot. Basha makes it. So we now have Renard and Basha as promo cards. And I played against that Renard. I think it was Cornerstones, right? That Renard was crazy against me. Dumfries makes it in. Bayer. Nice cards in here. Kansei Sao. 2 Juve players. What in the world's going on? Crystal Dunn makes it, who's 5'1" and good, though. Vigajdotter. If you're Icelandic, I know one of you is Icelandic. Okay, one of you is. It might be one, but one of you. I'm sorry for butchering your name. And some semi-fodder cards down here. But nice team, actually. Nice team. Good SBCs. I would expect the market to kind of continue at this slight downward trend. You know, without this, like, pure panic. It was supposed to be kind of a downward trend. It just went from one extreme to the other, where it's, like, rebounding back up like crazy right now. The market should do okay to me, but I would be careful. The teams look pretty good, and SBCs look pretty good, too. It really depends on, for me, those center backs. If they end up being, like, gauntlet rewards somehow, or, say, a tournament reward, you can pick between one of those two. That very likely will not be the case, because we probably would have seen them already, like what the new cup coming out would be. They give us a couple weeks to prepare, but still, if they're SBCs, I would be then selling or thinking about selling our center backs right now. And guys, a little market tip right here. I want to tell you this, and this one wasn't applying too much today because the hype for this wasn't crazy, but the very first icon pick we get, or icon pack, sorry, whether it be a pick or pack, I'm going to assume it'll be a pack and it'll be in like a week or two. If it's a max 86, every 86 icon will be panic sold prior to content. It's a guarantee. It's a very easy investment. Yaya Toure is 1,081,000. This is an hour after his pack came out. I don't know his price. I swear I do not know his price, okay? I can guarantee you it's more than that. I can guarantee you. Oh, I'm actually kind of scared. Look at this price right now. Okay, 1125. Yeah, it's not up by a lot, but it is up right now. But the thing is, what was his price at his lowest point here? What was that looking like before the panic of this hero pick coming out? Well, it's dropping below 1 million coins. 996 right here. 980 this sale right here, which usually means you can find one at 965, 970, something like that. People panic sell all of these because they think, oh my god, he's gonna be packed. Sell them right now. Except no one packs these cards, so it just rebound right back up again. Same will happen with icons. It's like a guarantee investment again. And next up here we have, I guess not really even a leak, it's more of an EA tweet. They tweet out, take your midfielder to the next level, just like Jamal Musiala. Play this game by November 1st to unlock an exclusive evolution. And right here, actually, I was kind of excited for this because Technical Plus this year is awesome. It gives Technical Plus and 5-star skills. I was like, okay, well, I'm down for that. Sounds awesome to me. Well, the issue is, of course, the max rating here. The leak right now is, like Nick says, it is max 82 rated. He's saying it'll be a copy and paste from the Bellingham one last year. We'll have to wait and see. But the leak right now is that it's max 82. So I don't want to disparage EA because I like the idea of like a free Technical Plus player because you can make nice chains there, right? It's nice chaining potential. But once again, EA are really trying to be so careful about making Evos too good. And unfortunately, in turn, they're making them not very good. Yes, you can make some nice chains. Like, there are some potential decent Evos, but there's nothing too good. And I do agree that Evos were probably too good last year. Like, they probably were. Right now, the market was basically dead already because Evos were so good. But could you make them a little bit better? Yes. Would max 84 kill you here? No, it definitely would not. So there are some gripes to still have with this system. I very much want to be fair, but like max 82, I mean, you couldn't make it a little higher. I mean, I feel like you're being needlessly picky here. You don't need to be quite that picky. And this is a very random side note here. I saw this tweet come across my timeline today. This guy is the Ryan Kent of this year, but you are not ready for that conversation. Have you used this QPR Dembele? And if you have, how much have you liked him? I saw some replies down here. Unique Riggers, who I trust. He says, just tried it for the first time, and you might be onto something. So, okay, I'm interested. Don't be exposing OP cars, says Alcazar. Okay, maybe he's just that good, I guess. And I'm more inclined to believe hype on untradeable cards than I am on tradable cards, because we know how these devious schemes work. But all right, this Inception tweet right here was doing some numbers today because it started discussion about the attacking AI and how the attacking AI just blows, right? It's just not very good. And this tweet right here, watching this flashback Benzema vid I did 3 years ago is irritating the fuck out of me. Constant adapting from this card, every single play I make from a dribble or pass, constant angled runs and adapting stop and goes. Where is this well-coded attacking AI in this game nowadays? I can't even comment for that 1 year because Benzema was the only card that could do it that year too. Mbappe came second place to it, but nothing touched Benzema's movement. And this was partly why that flashback Benzema was so good, is because for some reason his attacking AI was just actually moving like many of them should. And people were saying, you know, it's all in your head, whatever. Everybody thought this, and everybody could feel it when they were playing with Benzema, that flashback Benzema, not only was he faster than he seemed and strong and a good shooter, solid dribbler, his attacking AI was way better than other strikers. And now we're going back to this conversation again. I tweeted this out and I said, can you imagine how hard it is to code their shitty AI that has to include every variable? Attack positioning, tactic, role plus, surrounding players' roles, contextual unique situations. I forgot to mention even focus here. You have role plus, and then focus as well. Horrible idea that's probably ridiculously hard to execute. So not only is it a hard thing to make work, it's also a shitty idea of making attacking AI intentionally worse, because if you don't have a role, they're making it worse on purpose. Their attacking AI already wasn't great when it's designed to be great, when it's designed to have like every player be kind of around the same. Yes, they had instructions and also attack positioning right here, but most players had 90 plus. It's not that much different, or not supposed to be. But now there's all this bullshit that we have to include here, where they intentionally have to make attacking AI worse for some players. That is such, to me, an awful idea. Like, that is going so far beyond making stats worse, right? Because stats, at least, that can make sense. But when you make the AI worse, it basically makes them unusable. Your AI isn't good enough as is to have it be perfect and have it still be good, let alone nerfing it intentionally. Inception talked about this a lot in his rant video. Yeah, the attacking AI this year, the left and right mids, if you guys watch my tactics video, we talked about this too. Left and right mids and left and right wingers just don't make runs in the box like nearly enough, regardless of roles. Like, they can have inside forward plus, and they're just not moving as they should. Strikers just don't move as they should. I mean, it's a disaster. This role system here, if you want to make it just simply the tactic system, totally fine. Get rid of role plus and role plus. Get rid of that shit immediately. And attacking AI will instantly get better. It's not going to make it great. It will get better though. And next up here, new packs added. It's not much to say about this apart from the fact that we have a Brazil player pack. This could suggest that Brazil is the next World Tour season. Just throwing that idea out there. We can't really make much judgment from this pack leak, but throwing it out there that it might be Brazil. I'd lean towards that being the case next season. Okay, let's take a look at the market. So fodder actually today did pretty well. If you bought 86s, they went up by a little bit. 85s didn't really move a whole lot. Content time, they're up a little bit higher than that, but didn't really move a whole lot. 87s though did well. 88s as well did fairly well. It's not much profit, but you made some coins. And with the way this game is set up right now, I'm actually really excited to see fodder drop this weekend, because we're gonna make a killing, guys. Fodder, like, this is like FIFA 19 all over again. Fodder investing, just, it can go to the moon if the right SBC comes out. And if Dean Housen and Calafiori are SBCs, I'm assuming they're gonna make fodder rise to me. I think they're both so good that it is gonna rise. Not supposed to be the Friday SBC. That might be this weekend. And if that's the case, Friday night might be a good time to buy some fodder here. The rest of the market right now, kind of we talked about yesterday, really, honestly, the market fluctuation here is hilarious because people just don't know what to do. Like, people just do not know what to do. Diani, yesterday, 81 or 82K. We talked about her. 73 now. Why? No reason, really. Just selling because they see people are selling the same card and they just sell because, oh my god, what if he drops more? What if she drops more? Just panic, right? So other cards saying just fine. Diani, for example, going down by like 10K or so, and it looks like it's all panic because that's what we do nowadays. We just panic. People see a card might be dropping and they go, oh my god, gotta sell, and then they buy them back 2 days later because, oh yeah, I have to like play games and use good cards and win, and I'd like Diani in my team. It's funny seeing how it's all working right now. If you want to buy cards though, I do think this team 2 looks pretty good, and also the SBCs look pretty good. I would wait. I would like to wait actually till probably Friday to try and buy a team. Yes, Scream promos next. I don't love holding on to cards and do a Scream promo. That's probably gonna be very hyped up, but Weekend League Demand will be a pretty decent sized thing this weekend, but also we'll have some good SBCs out probably. So I'm thinking they kind of offset each other a little bit, and then Sunday sell off, a good time to buy. If you want to buy cards for the Weekend League though, I would buy probably a couple hours or maybe an hour and a half before the promo drops into some panic, and then try and finish your Weekend League as fast as you possibly can, and then sell. That's probably your best bet. And okay, let's read some of your comments now, and then we will open our hero pack. So JGM Editing says, it is not a free market. It's a market that EA own and can manipulate. No market in a game should be unpredictable and suffer from instability. It should generally be stable with relatively predictable and learnable patterns of fluctuation. And first of all, a couple things. Yes, you are right. EA can definitely, we've seen them do it. We know they can, whenever they want to, manipulate the market. They absolutely can. So when I said free to a certain extent, I think the majority of it is a free market, but let's not get it fucked up. EA can absolutely do whatever the hell they want to this market whenever they feel like they need to do something to it. They will do whatever the hell they want to. And the second part down here, it should generally be stable with relatively predictable and learnable patterns of fluctuation. I'd argue that there is that. Now, of course, your definition of like generally stable and relatively predictable could be different than somebody else's. Like, that's a subjective kind of viewpoint, but I guess my standards maybe are just skewed because the last 2 years, for somebody who talks about the market or almost on a daily basis for 2 years in a row right now, this market is healthier. It's healthier. It moves better. It's fluctuating more like an old FIFA market would, which does make things, to me personally, more interesting. Last 2 years, it's sucked. Like, the market basically might as well not even exist for the most part. So yes, I want to agree with the sentence here that, like, yes, it's a free market, but only to a degree. Like, if EA want to come in and do something to the market, they will, and you can't stop them. And Dan here says the fullback Evo is fine, mate. It's free, so everyone should do it. Get a +1 and fullback plus, and 300 odd likes. Now you are spoiled. Which, by the way, maybe I am spoiled. You guys spoil me. But am I wrong about the Evos? Are they actually fine for this time of year? You know, am I doing them wrong? Should I be Evoing somebody from like 75 rated and up? And maybe if you do that for all these Evos, they add up and make a good card. I don't know. I'm just curious to hear what you guys have to say about some of these Evos coming out recently. And then Cool Ant 590 played my first 3 games of Gauntlet yesterday. That's me done with that mode. LOL, fuck that sweaty shit. And it's funny because I was seeing people say in the comments and on Twitter too, like, Gauntlet's so easy. And then I was seeing people say, oh my god, I cannot play this game mode anymore. It's insanely sweaty. It's funny how matchmaking works like that. Like, I think it's pretty random. I think you only play players who are either 1-0, 2-0, or 0-0, right? I think that's the case for Gauntlet because I personally have played like some pretty bad players in Gauntlet, but also I've played some absolute freakazoid psychopaths. Like, I've played some ridiculous players in there. So it's relatively open. You probably just got unlucky. For being real, you probably just got kind of unlucky in matchmaking. If there's a bell curve, you've got a pretty good percentage of people getting unlucky in matchmaking. Like, that's gonna happen, right? So you might have been that guy. I'd give it a try again. I like the Gauntlet mode a lot. I like the fact that there is just use for other cards. The fact that it took 7 years for a mode like this to exist is kind of embarrassing, but I just want to, I gotta keep it aside for now. I want to give EA their credit. They at least made the mode. At least it exists after 8 years of 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It at least exists. But okay, we're not gonna do any roulette shit. We're gonna just open this straight up, raw dog it, max 87 base hero pack. What can we get here? It's a walkout. Who would have guessed? Center back. It is England. Ledley King. Please be Ledley King. Is that Ledley King or Jamie Carragher? It's gonna be Carragher. I think he's white. Character. I mean, this card actually is not that bad. It's just the fact that it's 48,000. It's a gauntlet card. It's not, if it was Ledley King, it'd have been awesome, but it's not what you want to see. And I think that's it for me. And thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will, peace.